What a day. What a day already. Lord have mercy on all things, maniacal or otherwise. It has been a day already. Already has been a day. I tried to do a live stream on my Instagram for a grocery shopping little field trip. Grocery store was closed. My lunch wasn't tasty. And then I ended up having to get ice cream that wasn't my jam. And I just had an abundance of feelings about all the things that were going on. So um, I'm here. I'm ready to have my work session. Rah, 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 sis, boom, ba. Did I plug in my tablet? Of course not. Because why would I? Why would I plug it in? It's been crazy, y'all. Hello, everyone. Um, Not much of what I had planned or anticipated to occur this morning here in Korea has kicked off, but we're not going to let that deter me from what I came here to do, which is to give you all the behind the scenes of what it's like working on stuff. Hello, soldier. Greetings to you. All right. Y'all, I really want to scream, and if any of y'all follow my private Instagram account, then you know I really did scream in the middle of Korea with a lot of curse words because the morning just didn't work out the way that I had anticipated. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this. This is behind the scenes for an album a day. First album on the list was One Time. And I'm still trying to sort out a couple of things. Last night, I was punting around with everybody, and we were kind of figuring out the best way to, my eyes are itching, Lord Jesus. That's because as soon as I started walking home after the last live stream I was in, it started raining. So we were trying to find out the most appropriate way to be able to create the disclaimer for the podcast. I still don't even know where I'm hosting this doggone podcast. I host 2 on Anchor already. It seems advantageous to continue as such, but I don't want to create a whole new email address just for that. Let's see how this works. First off, we're going to turn on the VPN because we want to most certainly make sure that I'm able to monetize this because I won't be able to monetize this live stream. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Sweetly. Hopefully all of you are doing better than I was this morning because I wasn't winning at all. So I know we got some people checking in from Georgia, some checking in from Texas. Where are you checking in from? Those of you who are watching while I get this all set up. I cannot believe I forgot to plug in my my tablet last night, knowing I'm gonna need some of the stuff from it. It is what it is. I was tired. That's all I can say about that. All right, we got some Floridians in here. Cool beans. All right, we're gonna open up the VPN. California. Delightful. Hot ass New Orleans. We aren't even started yet. It could be worse, Harold. My sweet little Harold. Okay, so we're going to change my VPN from Korea to Dallas, Texas. Indiana, that's what's up, because I want to make sure that an album a day can be monetized. I'm okay with all my other podcasts not being. I'm all right with that. From my couch, as Photoshop continues to kick me in the ovaries as it crashes after every save, it breaks my heart that you have to deal with that. And I'm even more frightened at the fact that it really could just shut down completely and you done with it. Yo, why is Gotham City one of the places that I can have my VPN attached to? This service optimized for video streaming. How litty is that? Gotham City? I'm going to have to use that for something later. But right now, we're going to have to go to Dallas. We got to click Dallas real quick. so I can set up this this podcast and have disappointment rain upon me. Same from my bed on the laptop, getting this work done. Now I'm only setting it. Oh, how dare you make a choice for me? You need to see if you can stream from Wakanda. If Wakanda doesn't have monetization, I don't even want that. I need to be able to monetize. Don't be this way with me. Don't be this way with me. I am going to look to see if Wakanda is on there. That'd be hilarious. Okay. Dallas. Like Batman Gotham? Yes. Like Batman Gotham. Oh, y'all. If I end up having a eye infection, I'm going to be so doggone pissed off. That'll just be the icing on the cake of the day. It looks its usual red. It doesn't look like it's new red. It looks like it usually does after I've been outside in the elements of the pollution. There we go. Bet it up. All right. It's a Dallas. Bet. Let's go ahead and create this new Anchor account right now. Anchor.fm. And we are going to create that. I'll put all of the little blurb and whatnot on there a little bit later. That part's not important. We're going to log in to my current account and see if now that I've made the switch, it will be kind to me. I was going to say it could just be because you were outside and allergies. Yeah, it is. But we also had a wave of pink eye go through my job because, you know, kids don't wash their hands and they're disgusting. So hopefully it is not that. I'd be very grateful if it's not. Thus far, it seems as if it isn't. Ooh, yeah, I know, right? Nasty. Finish setting up your account so you can... All right. I got a little sidetracked, but again, this is a working live stream. So this is not the usual. You all are going to see what I do when I work. And for those of you who remember the infamous 5-hour work live stream of last year, then yeah, we'll text login codes to this number. Okay. We'll text. I don't have a phone. But go off with your efforts. My phone is still a little on that good hot broke side of existence, which blows bubbles. May my American phone continue to rest in dusty peace. So sad. So sad. Like super sad. Not even lying. The heartbreak of last month. Please send the code to my phone. Also, the wind here is real assertive wind. The wind is very confident in its approach right now. Okay, hold up, y'all. We got to be a little special right quick. We're going to click. But we're trying to make magic happen. You're live. It's like you abandoned us and then now you're back. Okay. So I guess first thing on the agenda is to work on the I will trade the wind for this pollen down here. Oh God, the pollen. Do you have allergies? Of all the things we talked about, I can't recall if you do at all. Hello. So you have Windraya Carey outside. Windraya. She came down from Minnesota. Yes, please resend the code. Like, I'm so broken up about the fact that my phone is still out of commission. Gentle mauling. You me today said Mariah in this bitch on the high note. So it's just not going to send it. Can I use a different phone number? Whatever. We'll worry about that later. Ultimately, at this very moment, it's not exceptionally important. Hence, therefore, we've stopped caring. All right. Bam, biggity, spiggity, spiggity, spit. Y'all, my eyes are burning. It tastes like burning. It also feels like burning. Okay, we're going to create a new anchor right now. My name, Ashley. My email, this one right here. I can't type. I can't type. My password, this one right here. I am not a robot. Although sometimes I do feel like I am. The Win is 90s era. Vision of Love, Mariah, with the longevity and purpose of every era of Cher. Firehouse Subs. Man, I ain't been to Firehouse Subs in forever. That's a storefront. It's technically a storefront. Verify my existence. Sign up. Am I acceptable in thy sight, O Anchor? Yeah, boy. Make your first episode. Tip: if you're not totally ready to commit, try making a short trailer to get your podcast out there. Okay. That echo though, yeah, I make my own reverb. Nah, but Pollen got me looking like Martin from that one episode with Tommy Hitman Hearns. Yeah. Yeah. That's a look. That is a look and a half. Oh, that's a look and a half. You stupid for that one. Okay. All right. We are about to say some shit. Say things. Say. What are we going to say? We're going to first say, where's my microphone? Where's my mic? Where did I put it? How useless are you today? I'm sitting on it. No wonder I couldn't feel it. Oh, my life is in shambles. Shambles. Just all the shambles, not some of them. Okay. Ashley, we got to get it together. You don't know the morning I had unless you were on the other live stream. Is it making all outdoor surfaces glow poly yellow, Frederick? He's in Georgia, just like you are. So if you can see it in your area, perhaps. This dollar store Coke kicking my throat like a McDonald's Sprite. This most violent drink ever. Ashley, we got to get it together. Hello, what have I missed? Me struggling, sitting on my earbuds. That's basically me every day. Everything is yellow out here. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I hate you. I can't stand you. And I hate that I knew that it was bad to the bone. It was bad. All right, okay, all right. I'm distracted. Let me get it together. Get it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. All right. So we're gonna do a test recording. He said it's a whole Coldplay song. Not the Coldplay, the original Bad to the Bone. Oh, volume, testicles, 1, 2, testicles, 1 and 2. This is a test of volume with this new microphone that I don't like until I get my Bluetooth microphone. Yes. All right, let's see what we got. No, I meant Yellow. Yes, Yellow, the Coldplay song. My basic, but I'm like, no, I'm still on Bad. We've been off that. Yellow is a good song. All right, let's see what the volume is like with this one. Shout out to me being partially deaf. Lord, just, do I need to take some allergy medicine? It burns. All right, let's see. The original Bad to the Bone. Oh, volume, testicles, 1, 2, testicles, 1 and 2. This is a test of volume. There's some echo in there that I'm not about that life. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that. We're going to go over to BandLab and we're going to use the studio recording. Don't be laughing at my testicles, 1, 2, testicles, 1, 2. It is a mainstay in testing microphones. Anytime I have to test mic volume. Photoshop, you gonna stop not letting me be great on this day. Photoshop said, to hell with you. Photoshop said, go to bed. All right, let's see. We're gonna do a new project too. Now I have to go watch Soul Plane. Oh Lord. Create. Let's make music. Except the fact that we're not making music. It's just me conversing. All right. So we're gonna do voice mic, capture your voice. I don't even know how do we shit. Let's just try some stuff. Okay. Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into an album a day with your girl, Multifacetedacg. Who's girl? Who fucking girl? This ain't nobody's girl. Let's try that again. I mean, do we keep it with the hey y'all? It's not Multifacetedacg. It's such a damn mouthful of shit. You picked the worst username known to man. Okay. Hey, Jay. Okay. Hey, you're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. Straight to the point. The bitch is bad. She's bad. She's bad when she wants to do things. She's bad. She's bad. Like, why have a long intro? It's not even necessary. Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into an album a day with your girl, Multifacetedacg. That volume is so better. So better. So better. Who am I? Take one. I won't take one. Okay. Hey, what's going on? Ooh, with the crack. That part's not important anymore. We're not keeping that. With your girl, Multifacetedacg. Who's girl? Who's fucking girl? Who's that girl? Oh, Lord. Let's go ahead and slice that out. That's not what we want. We want this part right here, right after. Hi, Jay. We're gonna hit that slice. And we don't mean Corey Kenshin. All right. Go back. Testicles. 1, 2. These sentences, madam, help the children. I'm trying. Hey, you're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. Perfection. When she wants to work, she works well. When she feels like she has to do her job, she does it well. I love him. Samurai, slice that like button. What's going on, YouTube? It's Corey Kitchen here, and welcome. Yeah, I'm a fan. And apparently a lot of you are as well. Okay, so we're going to change the filter on that. Let's tinker around a bit. Hey, ooh, with the extra though. Hey. Hey, you're tuned in to an album a day. I don't like it. I was just watching him right before you went live. I don't like that. Hey, I'm not feeling that. Delete. Delete, 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 delete. Try it again. All right. So we have the intro, which is more than we had yesterday evening when we were all talking. Hey, you're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. All right, let's try another one. Oh, my eyes. Okay. Hey. Nope, I hate it already. Hey. You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it. I don't like that either. I'm going to embrace my inner Missy Elliott. You are now listening to an album a day. Let's get into it. All of these I hate. Just want to be transparent with you. Just want to express my hatred with all that I've just done. Nothing like behind the scenes work. Nothing like behind the scenes work. Hey, you're tuned into an album. Oh, why does it sound like I'm in the bathroom? Let's try this. Hey, you're tuned. Ooh, did you hear the reverb? I appreciate it. Oh, pristine plate. Hey, you're tuned. Time the hell out. Why don't keep the hey y'all? Because this is not Multifacetedacg. This is Ashley, the music nerd Griffin, talking on the great moments. Slight saturation. Like, I use hey y'all for got news and interviews. And of course, for my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel. Why they trying to make you sound like the Wiz though? I'm messing with filters.
Hey, you're
Oh, I like the distortion.
tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
I like it. I like that distortion. Okay, we're kind of okay with that. We're gonna slice it. We're gonna move the. I had that.
All right, let's try another one. My eyes.
My eyes. Dork. My eyes.
Hey, nope, I hate it
already. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here, y'all.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
I like the hell out of that. My eye. Oh my God, my bottle of water is way over there.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it. I don't like that either.
I do like that one. It actually sounds good with this distortion. So we're gonna split that in half. We're gonna keep that one. Let's see what we get with this.
You are now listening to...
Hate that one. That's not what we're here for. Okay, so it's between these two, ladies and gents and thems. It's between these two. First one.
Hey, you're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
Second one.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
I'm feeling the second one. What are y'all thinking? What are you thinking? Are you thinking the first one, the second one? I'm going to send the song that it will play over to my computer now. Number 2 really sounds good to me. I'm not too bummed by that. Yeah. Sorry. Gonna send that to the computer. And we're going to combine it with the audio and see what we got. 2. Second I like. Okay, so we're vibing with 2. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is productivity. This is great. My ponytail came undone. My hair is too soft for the ponytail holder, but I need it out of the way right now. Come out and export before the tablet decides to die. Okay, so let's name this and then intro. We're gonna save it. While that is doing that, I'm going to do what I do to you all the time, which is force my music upon you. So we're going to listen to something else while this is exporting. Yay! This is that song that I'm still not resolved on in terms of, wow, my whole camera just went slow motion for a moment. Wow. It's a song that I don't have full resolve on because I want to add bass to it and things of that sort. And me doing behind the scenes stuff of working with music as well is just as relevant to my content for an album a day as it is to Miss Blink. So you just got to deal with what I'm giving you. Pick up what I'm putting down. So it's still exporting. You'd think it'd be taking a lot less time than it is, but we all know I have the Wi-Fi that is extremely shoddy. So sometimes it works favorably, sometimes it doesn't. Today, poor favor. Record a new segment. Okay. Y'all, the burn is so real. All right. First and foremost, anything that I play right here always sounds like garbage, so I gotta play it this way. While I go get my allergy medicine. missing a bass line completely. A whole bass line is just missing from that. And I have to finish it by Wednesday because it's going into a music contest. So I gotta get to it. Okay, I think it's finished uploading at this point. Let me log in so I can download it, and then we're gonna put the two together and see how it sits on the audio. American Girl, nope, American Pearl. That's me. Sounded like a That's So Raven moment. That's me. I can't remember the password. Can I? Yes? No? Oh, okay, I do. Some stuff is just burned into my mind. Okay. My uploads, my channel. So I upload stuff to a private SoundCloud so that I can get to it without it disrupting the stuff that's on my public one under the name of Ms. Blink. So I forgot where I was looking for a second. Okay. God, this is going to be a miserable few moments of work. Okay, let's see if it will allow me to... That's not what we're doing, girl. We're going into an intro. We're going to open the mixer and we're going to upload Creator. So the name of the song originally is called Creator, but it'll be the intro to this new boy. I mean, this new show. Import audio. So download, let's see, Creator. We're going to move this one over here just for the sake of trying to hear how this sounds. Ooh, when shit is too loud. Way too loud. Volume down.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
Okay, so the filter was fun, but it's no longer appropriate. And it's loud because I'm deaf. Sheesh.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
Okay, all right, let's...
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
This reverb, though, this is not what we were asking for, Mariah Carey. Where's Big Room? Bright Room? Bright Room.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
I was so fulfilled, you guys. Now I'm not. Now I'm not. Oh. I'm not. Ah. It's not correct. Ah. Damn it.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
Everything blows bubbles now.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it. You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
I suppose that's it. I suppose. Perhaps. Okay, there we go. So now everybody's messages are disappearing. This is the life that I live. Let's see if I can get them back this way. Possibly. Yes, no, maybe so. Not sure. Let's see. If I can get it all to work now. Okay. Yeah, I see everyone's comments now because I'm looking at myself while you all are chatting. So hold on. Let me see if I can fix that because I saw something about a gay Uber ferry and that is absolutely hilarious to me. Okay. I hate being allergic to the season I was born in. Ooh, oh, this is quite delightful. I feel like a gay urban fairy with this. Did you ever decide what day you will do it? I still haven't. He who flows with wind. Oh man, bummer that I can't stay long, but sending all the positive vibes. Thank you. Love you too, Jay. You're probably gone by this time. I'm about to ready to scream at Chrome. I am he who commands you. Let's see. The beginning sounds like a Jill Scott beginning, but then it gets off track. Okay, so the cadence works. Is it just the filter? When I tell you, Sai, I'm heated. I'm missing all of the lovely comments that you all are saying because my camera will not allow it right now for whatever reason. So I have to kind of look at a different angle. But, oh, that burp though. I'm so ladylike. Isn't it horrifying? All right. It was the filter.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
And now the BPM is off.
You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
In my mind, it all sounded correct, and now it doesn't. None of it sounds correct anymore. Pain in the butt. I tell you the truth. I just be wanting to be great. And it'd be like, nah. I don't be asking for much. I just want a little, just a teensy wince of greatness. It don't stay this smooth the whole time. I'm gonna have to record over the audio. So it was the song was produced with the intention of being background music. That's why it's so insanely repetitive. But I'm going to have to record the intro over that in order to get it timed appropriately. So almost any part of it will work. Send a prayer up for me as I try to get to the GB project files to work in Florida studio, Fruity Loop Studios. Oh Lord, oh man, I have to go, but I hope all goes well with you in the intro. Thank you. Y'all making all this music though. Meanwhile, my soul is dry and I haven't created anything worthwhile in like 6 months. You haven't felt like it. That's okay. I wish I could take a break from making music. Good grief, I wish. I would love to let my life be okay. It would be great. All right, what the hell did I say? You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. You're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it. Work sessions suck, y'all. Okay, we're going to put this in the headphones. We're going to delete this. We're going to re-record. Ande. Ani. That's what I want to record. You are now tuned in to what the hell? That's not what we were saying. It slows the recording down. How interesting is that? Okay. You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. I hate everything. I hate everything. All of the things are hated at this moment in time. All of them. All right, let's see which one works. Let's see. No. Stay. It was like, oh, you want me to delete what you just recorded? No, please don't. One of those will have to work. It's bad enough I'm going to have to listen to myself saying this over and over again. Ara. It's 120 beats per minute. Revisions are saved. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Excuse me, Chewbacca. I'm having discoloration on my cheek. It would be cool if I could say that it's just the contour of my musculature right now. But this isn't. My cheekbones are defined here. But that whole part right there, that ain't got nothing to do with it. I have a very interesting shaped face. It's not quite a square and it's not really an oval, but if I put a brown egg right by my head, it's the same shape. All right, let's see what we got. If it's even timed correctly. Oh, that's just rich. That's just rich. Where's the audio? Who do I get to scream at? Who is it? Who is it who gets yelled at? Where's the audio? It's completely gone. It's completely gone. I'm planning on attending DJ courses later this year. That's dope. I've sat on 2 projects for 3 months. Just decided to get back on the wagon and post it. If you keep that sound in there, I think you've got a winner. These sounds are so flirtatious. And my brand new gaming laptop I'm working on is dragging now. Let us commiserate in this technological rebellion. Hey, Chelsea. Oh, technology is having one of those days for everybody. Technology said, F your couch. It really did. And I'm really feeling all the F your couchness right now. I recorded the audio 2 times. It's playing neither. Let's go back in. Let's see what we made a mistake on. I hate all of this. And my allergies have my ears all clogged. Okay, that should be all right. I'm going to bring the volume down on that a little bit more. Save. Let's see how this works out. Well, my eyes aren't itching anymore after taking the medicine, but now my ear is clogged, so we're winning. Somehow. Excuse me. 2 weeks till finals. I'm so ready for this semester to be over with. I'm ready for you. All of it sounds like no fun. 재미없어. 재미없어요. 재미없어요. Is it raining out already? It's gotta be because the sky smells weird. Had my heart set on some doggone salmon steaks and asparagus with the butter in the skillet. Damn grocery store. I'll just try again tomorrow. Inconveniently. This ponytail holder said whatever about your hair. So it's so cute that you tried. When your stylist had your hair blown out to insane proportions like this, it's not going to hold on to nothing. It will hold on to this up here where the hair texture has changed because the hair color is changing. Come on, thing. I'm ready to move on to the next part. Like, this part is boring. I wouldn't want to stick around watching this. It's bad enough I'm doing it so late at night in America. I'd be like, she decided to live stream this shit? Don't nobody want to watch this. I just wanted to find a way to step out of my comfort zone. Plus, I love music. It's really cool that you found a very creative way to do it. Oh, wow. That audio right there is so loud. Wow. This is about to be bad. I'm looking at the spikes.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. We have to do it from scratch. You trying to take this and make this. Nope, it's not working. You gotta produce something new, Ashley. Come on now. Like, stop being lazy and trying to put 2 and 2 together. The song doesn't even convey the energy of what you'd be talking about. So you're going to have to make a change. So let's delete this. And let's get into this for real. Let's make something happen. Make something happen. What we got? Give me a sample. No. Fuck with it. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what we got. Let's get some things. Let's get some things going. Nope. Nope. Too playful. Don't like it. this. Bring over here. Where's the beat? Oh, we hate that. We hate that a lot. No. No. I hate what it's doing to my speakers right now. All right, I'm gonna get that. See what we get. Maybe if you do this, let's see.
You're tuned in to an album.
Oh.
You're tuned in to an album a day.
It sounds like a video game. I'm unhappy. This Sunday has been disappointing all around. Oh, I just wanted to finally see, girl, ain't nobody asleep. It's like we're working together. I enjoy it. I'm so unhappy with this sound. Oh, oh. Maybe if I plug in my beats into here, then it won't sound so distorted. Because my poor little speakers is like, girl, why are you doing this to me? I'm unhappy with all the sounds. Fuck it, it's random. We'll keep it. Whatever. So the irony of it, you guys, the loop pack that I am playing around with right now is called K-pop. So it's got a whole bunch of generic noises that you would hear in generic ass K-pop songs. So it is relevant. It is meta, if you will. Oh, no wonder I can't hear it because I have it muted because I'm a dork. Okay, all right, okay. We're gonna bing, ding, 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 ding. I want it right on the beginning. Nope. What we are is currently unhappy. We're currently unhappy with that. I just need a good chord or a synth. Dun, 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 dun. That sounds like so racially inappropriate. And that sounds childish, which is like disrespectful to the whole genre. There we go. I think we got something. I think we got something, y'all. I think we got something. I'll play it for you in a second. Okay. All right. Almost got it, y'all. Almost ready for you to hear. Almost ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. It's cheesy. It's cheesy, but it works. 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 It's cheesy. Ashley, I got something coming that may work for you. Well, seeing as how I'm podcasting from the phone, I mean, I'm streaming from the phone because I am unable to look on the screen and see the comments now. It'll be a moment before I see it. That ain't sound like nobody's K-pop after 2009. No, it doesn't, which makes it even more hilarious. That's why I'm like, it's cheesy, but it works. What the hell just happened? Somebody's username on here is called Dodge Viper. I'm with that. Why is the volume like this?
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
I've got some hatred in my spirit.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
It's cheesy.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
But I'm not completely off it. It's straight to the point. It's got good energy and it's done. And it's not asking a lot from me. What I'm not sold on is my audio. You're not tuned into, so that needs to change. So we're going to remove that. We're going to scroll down here.
Hey,
That was awful. And loud.
Hey, you're tuned into an album a day. Let's get into it.
Okay, now what is all this other stuff down at the end of the audio spectrum? Whatever, go with it, because you're over it now.
Hey, you're tuned in.
Undo, 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 remove, undo.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
And everything is just so damn loud. Well, that's too damn bad. 15.7, 15.7 volume, 15.7. Don't be this way. Oh, if you don't let me be great. Okay.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
Now the energy is too low on it. 7.3? 7.7. 7.7. All right, let's see what we got this time, everybody. So much disappointment in what I'm creating. I think it works. My actual favorite line from Holes. Well, that's too damn bad. Besides what Dule says, I can fix that. Dule Hill, aka I've never aged and I actually am a vampire of television. Is he 50 yet? Now I need to know. Probably 48. Still looking like he 38. How old is he now? Let's see. Now I got distracted, but that's what happens in work sessions. You work for a few moments, you take a quick break to let your brain take a break. He is he is 43. I made him much older than he is, but he's looked the same age for 26 years. So what can you do with that?
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
It's cheesy, but it works, y'all. And the way I'm feeling right now, I don't want to battle with this no more.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
Now, what is all of this down here?
Hey, you're tuned in to an
shit that I deleted. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yet there it is.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
I have to do something about my own volume, but it's not as bad as it could be. Okay, so we have the podcast intro, and I'm just gonna commit to it and be done with it. I'm over it. I'm off it. Like, I'm creating stress and nitpicking with something that's not even that deep. It's just not. The intro could be just audio and not me talking. And now I'm sitting here having that realization that it could have just been that all the time. But no, I want the intro to have some audio on it. All right. Let's see what we got with fixing me.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
There's nothing great about this.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
Eight, nine. I know I sound real crazy, y'all. I know. But what I'm doing is I'm tinkering with the volume.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
It just seems excruciatingly loud. And if I'm saying
you're tuned in to an album a day, let's get into it.
If I'm saying something is loud, it's got to be loud because I'm hard of hearing.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
I think this is as good as we're going to get, my love bugs. We're going to save this. We're going to listen to it a couple more times. And if it feels good, then we're going to move on. Finally. View revision. Can someone take these band files and burn them for me? It's a beautiful man and I've loved him for so long. I just don't understand. Holes is the best. There's so much of my existence lately I want to just burn with fire in a dumpster. They detonated it. I think it's good. I think at the moment your ear just hears something it can't get it out, but it works. It works, and given the circumstance that it's going to be hundreds of these episodes, the shorter the intro, the better we are. All right, here we go. Moment of truth, y'all.
You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it.
We did it. We did it. We have the intro to the podcast. That's an accomplishment. Heavenly Father, thank you for the frustration that you were able to allow me to work through so that I would be able to come up with something that I can be fine with in the long-term creative process of the thing that you have bestowed upon me as an idea and a concept that needs to be articulated for the world to see and hear. I am grateful for it, and I'm grateful for the environment of people that you provided through a live stream to be able to help me with this. In your name I pray. Amen. All right, we got an intro. Let's get on to the real deal, Holyfield, eh? All right. Raw episode 1. Raw episode 1. Wow. Yeah. So the first thing we're talking about is one time. Wow. 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 Okay. We're gonna log out of here first. And then we're going to pull up that first album. Ooh, day one. Lord. To imagine get day 376. Like, it's gonna be some panic at the disco when I get past day 100. Wow. It feels good, even though we're just getting started. But I feel the magnitude of progress being made, and that's always a good feeling. It's always a good feeling. Even if I feel like I'm stressed. I don't know what my eyebrows are doing. Taking it all the way back. These kids about to learn about K-pop today. Indeed, indeed. I feel sorry for them. They didn't ask for this. One time discography. What I need, oh Lord, the disclaimer. We talked about it last night. We genuinely did. We did. Now what we need to do is type it out so I don't mess it up. So let's go into Google Drive and type it out. This is no different from any other things that I do voiceover for. You got to give yourself an extemporaneous guide. So the jargon of this disclaimer. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good scratch. Oh, time out. Oh, Lord. That was a good scratch. That was a good one. Wow. Need to give myself a pat on the back right quick. Yeah. Took care of that. That was great. Set my spirit on fire a little bit. That was great. Maybe I do need to schedule the deep conditioner for Tuesday's hair appointment. Perhaps. All right. An album a day. And then the people, I really want to put my hair in a ponytail because as y'all see, I just play with it all the doggone time, which is not good. Look at that gray. It's interesting that it's coming in right in the same spots that it came in on my mama's head. Just one predominant streak. It's not full-fledged gray just yet, but it is a certain hair color distinction. Wow. Genetics and aging and life and all of that. No, daggone it, good. Podcast. You already have a folder that says podcast. And then you put a folder in here now that says an album a day. An album a day. The craziest thing I ever let McGuilas vote for. Ever in the history of everdom. All right. So together with your assistance, if you don't mind, you lovely folks, I want to make sure that I have the disclaimer set appropriately because the show intro is always going to be the same. I might have my stuff like today we're talking about one time, looking at the very first album, we are in the ones, and blah, 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 blah. And something. And then it'll say oh my God, my mouse is disgusting. Hold on, it won't say that. I just can't recall the last time I cleaned this mouse. Ew. What was winter? Did I just survive it? Oh, you should be offended. This is disgusting. Ew. Oh, you're trifling. Sorry, y'all. I'm real shocked. real shocked by how nasty this is. And it's not a little bit nasty. It's like a whole bit. Oh my God. You're disgusting and you don't deserve friends. Okay, now that we've belittled ourselves for the day. Oh, stop thing. I know I was clicking a whole bunch of buttons. I just had to clean up some stuff. Yuck. Okay, all right. So my mouse is spazzing out right now because it's like, ugh. Come through there, Black Rogue. The utter bliss on your face when you hit that scratch just right. Yeah, it was wonderful. Good Lord. Me with my keyboard every once in a while, gotta dismantle that hoe and let her have a good soak. Yeah, I felt a little nasty. Okay. Show disclaimer. All right. An album a day is my exploration into Korean pop music. And no. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will explore. Nope, we just said exploration. This podcast will cover mainstream and some underground. No, mainstream. I need clarification because in some contexts, indie and underground are interchangeable, but they're not necessarily the same. Indie is supposed to be independent, not of a major or mid-level corporation, whereas underground is underground. I'm going to tell you what I'm typing in just a moment. You all can give me the... First off, I'm over here killing my computer after I clicked around on my mouse too many times. So I'm waiting for my computer to catch up. Yeah, it's not the same. By definition, you can still be an independent artist. And I mean, it used to originally be underground. Underground just means you unsigned to any label. Indie now is almost a damn genre. You can be an indie artist with a large following. The Weeknd used to be. Now he's mainstream. Whatever. This is how I'm going to clarify it. Okay. Mainstream. Okay, hold up. I just deleted something. Okay. Okay, this is what I have as disclaimer, you guys. Bear with me. I gotta open the screen so I can see whatever comments you all were saying, because I can't see anything. Underground, from the words of one of my boys out there, has a different connotation that's mostly negative. Chance is indie. He ain't underground. Touche. It's got a negative connotation. I can agree with you there as well. So what I have, an album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and more exploration of your own. I like that. It's clean and like straight to the point. It's my shit. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking at. Because there's bound to be someone who doesn't listen to that disclaimer and then come out and be like, who she thinks she is? Her opinion ain't bothering her. I never said it was. Never said it was. Why you reaching so hard? Reaching so deep, far, wide. All right. I'm good with it. If y'all like it, I love it. Because you all are the type of people who will be listening to it, you know? So that works well for me. This is random, but I just want you to know that I've flipped the protective ear guard on my earbuds inside out. I just wanted to see. And now it reminds me of the Olympic cauldron. And my mind just goes too many places all at once. People be trying to start their careers as contortionists with as far as they be reaching around to find a connection. They really do. They really do. Now I don't know what it looks like, but I feel it's a tad bit vulgar, so I'm going to flip it back. A valuable break was had right then and there. Oh, man. Okay. Let's record this disclaimer. This is not the same as when I do my yep, I had a squirrel moment. This is not the same as when I do my GMPDs. I'm looking forward to this returning to that. All right. Let's record that tidbit that we need. Oh my God, did I break the recorder? Oh my God. Okay, we're going to download this as the intro. High quality. It's an 8-second intro, and I'm happy with it. Oh, it feels so triumphant. All right, and then we're going to put that in there. Save. Why does it say Miss Blink? Oh, because, okay, all right, because of where I recorded it. I'm like, that's not what we doing. Sound like a crazy lady. An album a day. Okay. Yes, we're feeling so good about ourselves. Okay. That was sexy. Disclaimer, recording, take 1. I can hear my wet mouth. Try it out. All right. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and more exploration of your own. Doggone it, my voice cracked at the end. Take 2. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and more exploration of your own. I hate that. And exploration of your own. It's redundant to say more and more. Wet ass mouth. Take 3. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. We're going to keep that one. That's the one we keep it. Keep it, Ashley. Just keep that one and be done with it. All right. Let's see which one sounds the best. Let's see. Whew. Dry mouth. And the only thing that you have to do is write an opening paragraph and it's causing you stress. The life of a voiceover performer. All right. Disclaimer, recording, take 1. I can hear my wet mouth into the Korean music. Day is my exploration. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some... Nope, I already know I don't like that one. Say more. Wet ass mouth. Take 3. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. I like it. That's what we're keeping. We're keeping that one. We're gonna edit it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna keep it. We're going to delete it. We're going to do it again, actually. Yep. Because that's the kind of weirdo that I am. Deal with it. All right. We're ready. We're feeling good. We're feeling triumphant. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. Yeah, throw some music on it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Didn't hit record. She didn't hit record, kids. She didn't hit record. Why? Because her name is Ashley Griffin, and of course she didn't. Of course she didn't. She was reading at good speed. She even turned her head when she had to breathe. Damn it. All right, well. Good job. That's what rehearsal is for. That's what all of this is for. Shaky, shaky camera, shaky, shaky camera, shaky, shaky, shaky. Hey, Dina. Question, can Ableton take .band tracks and convert them to MIDI? I'm not sure because Ableton Live, the free one, I only get X amount of time of use out of that before I had to pay, so I didn't even bother until I had the money to buy the real boy. So I'm not sure. But that is what I will be deleting next. Not deleting. Purchasing next. What did I do? Not only did I not hit the record button, I ain't hit save either. That's a heartbreaker. That's a total heartbreaker. Damn, that's a heartbreaker. Welcome save. All right, let's try it again. Pushed my glasses on my face, can't read. All right, let's try it again. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. All right, we think we got it. Sounded like a news anchor, but I think we got it. I think we have it that time. Is this crooked? Why, yes, it is. Be more gentle with the cord, Ashley. I still need to master GB. I'm not grown up enough to handle Ableton. Maybe I can move on to Logic in the near future. See if you can do BandLab like I'm using. Bandlab.com. You can upload some things in there, perhaps. Or see if you can convert your .band for free somewhere, maybe. Day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This yeah, okay. Yep. Podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. Okay. Before that part, what if I want to I don't know. I was saying something and I forgot. So, show disclaimer. We got 3 things done. We set up the account for the podcast. That's 1. We created the intro. That's 2. We have a show disclaimer. That's 3. We're feeling good. Ish. Why is my hand itching? The wrong hand, the one that involves spending money. What do you mean it wasn't valid? No. Okay, so let's see. I just want a preview episode. An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. You're tuned in to An Album a Day. Let's get into it. Why is the volume so low on this? You're tuned in to An Album a Day. Let's get into it. Compared to the volume of the into the Korean music scene, expose you to more exploration of your own. You're tuned in to An Album a Day. Let's get into it. Whatever. I don't give a hoot no more. We got 3 things accomplished on a list of 12. So, whatever. I can always go back and edit that another time. It's not absolutely important right now. Hey, how are you? Ready to pull all my hair out of its follicles because of productivity, but surviving. I really think It sounds good, professional and straightforward. It does, but the volume is not correct. And that's something that we all know is a consistent issue with me whenever audio was involved, especially if any of you listened to the last big album I did last year. Anything with volume for voice, I can never quite get correct. It's really annoying. But we have a strong 30 seconds worth of intro. The disclaimer will go first before every single show. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. People can fast forward through it if they want to. But the disclaimer is there. And that's what matters to me. All right. So now I can get in and actually record an episode. Disclaimer is finished. Disclaimer is finished. Don't go back and fix it. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Let's get into this album. I can smell asparagus sprouts in my fridge. I was going to replant them, and at this point, they've probably gone bad. So I'm going to have to throw them away. I can smell it. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I just want to talk about the album. That's it. And it's so little that you can get about it. Excuse me. Move this here. And then put that there, right there. Okay. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Did you like this album? I just want the details of that one. I don't want to have to get into other information. Ouch. Itchy, dry skin. Okay, it's really not much aside from what I have to say about it then. Where was I getting? Oh, because I was clicking through Naver. I'm like, I know I knew more about this album than this. Which is pathetic that it's not that much stuff available. All right. Say what you gotta say and be done with it, Ash. No one is going to care as much as you. It was one of their most awarded albums. That much I do recall. But I don't necessarily know if I feel like harping on that. It didn't sell the most units, though. The most was the Second Round album that came out in 2000. But they still got some awards and accolades for it. How do we want to acknowledge that? How do we want to... Okay. All right, we got it. You out here trying to figure out everything right now instead of just recording, which is procrastination unintentionally. It's quite agitating. All right. Recording. New recording. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okie dokie. All right. This is day one. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Day one, we're kicking it off at YG Entertainment, which I find very interesting in and of itself because I came into K-pop in 2012 by way of YG Entertainment, but we're not at that number, nor are we at that letter for me to even go down that path. For the next couple of days, we're looking at One Time. Now, One Time They spell it with the number one and then a capital TYM. It is pronounced one time. They are, or was, depending upon how you want to look at it, because technically they went on hiatus in like 2005-ish, but they never full-fledged disbanded. So they were slash was slash are a 4-member hip-hop group, and 2 of the members get a lot of attention, one of which being Teddy Park, who does a lot of music production for a lot of the artists at YG, and then Danny M, who used to have a TV show on Mnet America when Mnet America was still a thing. So, like I said, they went on hiatus around 2005, 2006. So that was a long chunk of time ago. And we are going to their debut album, which was released November 17th, 1998. Some of y'all listening to this was born in 1998. I was an 8th grader in 1998. So this is a little wild to me. When you go on Wikipedia and you look at like the details concerning this, it says the format was CD and cassette. Like, stop yourself in 2019 or whatever year it may be that you're listening to this. Cassette, some of y'all don't even know the magic of a cassette and having to rewind and hope that it don't unravel while you're trying to get to your jam. Oh, it was a life of its own. One Time for Your Mind was the name of their debut album. And for the Korean charts, it peaked at number 6. It never did go beyond that. In fact, the highest that they ever peaked on the charts was 4, but we'll get to those albums in the next couple of days. And at the time of this particular recording, for sales in Korea, it sold over 232,000 units, but it is most definitely one of their most popular. The thing that I really find entertaining about it is just how dated it is. Like, they got Best Hip Hop Artist for the KMTV Music Awards from this album. They got Rookie of the Year for both Golden Disc Award and for SBS. Anything that they ever got nominated for, they did win awards for. So they were never someone who was a nominee without a win. But even still, with this being in 1998, and it's, you know, the dawn of the era where we're giving everyone a pat on their back for just doing the bare minimum. It's a very dated, very late 90s kind of vibe. Very ironically, Puff Daddy and the Family, if you really want to look at it, they do a lot of shouting out of YG Entertainment as well as YG, the actual CEO of YG Entertainment, throughout the album. There's a lot of simple drum patterns. There's not a very memorable, out of the ordinary memorable song, but we're going to talk about what's on there anyway, because it's not enough for me to just give you these little vague breakdowns of what I'm talking about. Like, who is that really helping? So you got to bear with me. This is the first episode. Do I know what I wanted this to sound like? Of course not. I even have a little small audience of people on live stream watching me do this as I kind of navigate how I want to talk about this album. It seemed so much easier in my mind than what we're actually getting as audio, but I am enthused. I am genuinely excited about it. So I'm pulling up on the computer right now while we're waiting for everything to refresh and reload as much as I can about how many tracks were featured on this album so that I can give you the real, because I don't like giving the fake. And they never did release that many albums at all. They had a handful. So One Time for Your Mind had 9 tracks on it, and if you really want to be technical about it, it's 10, because there's a hidden track. And most people know the songs that have the full-fledged Korean titles because Teddy Park grew up and had an influence of Western culture, American culture. He was able to bring a lot of the English rap to a whole new level on the song. And I think in the late 90s, that's what gave them the extra edge. They weren't they weren't solely confined to just using the word, yo, hey man as English. There was for real English rapping happening on there with a sprinkling of English on the choruses. So it was really cool. The song the song One Time is fun. It's got a nice little stereotypical late 90s hip hop vibe to it. A lot of very very. Oh, I've heard this before on TV shows or commercials kind of vibe. Like, it's just, gosh, it's really weird to try to talk about it without playing it for you. And I can't play it for you because if I do, then I'm gonna have to pay for that. And do you know how limiting that is in a podcast to want to articulate a particular song in a way that goes beyond just some vague ass communication? But I can't give you more than that. I cannot provide you with the opportunity to listen to the song because I have no ownership, no rights whatsoever to the music. So even playing just a snippet of it would be a huge problem, which is all the more reason for you to just find it online and listen to it on your own on YouTube or maybe on iTunes or Google Play. But I will tell you about the song that really stood out for me. They have a song called Naru Gitare, Wait for Me. That's what it translates to in English. Wait for Me. Wait for Me is the last track, well, aside from the bonus track that I mentioned. But it's the last track, and it's got a really good vibe to it. And it makes you anticipatory of them having a comeback. It's just a really nice song that I feel like gave everybody in the group an opportunity to shine. And it didn't what's the best visual? You remember when you watching like old stuff and you see all the boy bands on the stage with their super baggy pants and they got all the microphones and they like reaching out to the horizon to whoever is present. And if y'all familiar with Carl Thomas and how we said R&B died the day that they stopped reaching for people, which you can't see them on the videos. Carl Thomas is a meme of him just reaching, sitting in some water, reaching. Well, Wait for Me. Wait for Me would give you the reaching vibes. It would make you feel like somebody need to be sitting in some water or on a hill, a cliff, something, just reaching while they just singing and rapping their little heart out. We're doing real simple dance moves. It's a good vibe, and I like the song. It really stood out for me a lot when listening to the album. And hopefully when you get a moment to listen to it on your own, when you get to that last track, you'll have that reach out and touch somebody kind of vibe as well. But let's circle back. I know I kind of jumped around a little bit and whatnot. Let's go back to this whole thing where I said Puff Daddy and the Family. I ain't say Diddy. I ain't say Papa Diddy Pop like the video. I said Puff Daddy and the Family. There was a time when you really couldn't have a track at Bad Boy Entertainment without Diddy touching it in some form or fashion. Either he was featured on it, he produced it, or he was in the video standing there with his mouth agape. I hate mouth breathers. It's such a problem. Well, with this, you have Teddy, this I can produce it, I can make the music happen and magic happen moment where Teddy kind of assumes the Puff Daddy and the rest of the group is the family. But then you also have the encompassing fact that they're shouting out YG, like I said, because it's his label and he gave them a chance to shine as artists. So there's this really little interesting 1-2 punch of we got our built-in our built-in Diddy, Teddy. The names rhyme, y'all. Bear with me. And then we've got, our label mate who was a backup dancer. Diddy was a backup dancer. And then started a label. YG started a label. And now you are the gateway to my hopes and my dreams coming true. So I just found that really interesting. I'm sure there are other examples of it elsewhere, but since we're starting at the top, this is what it resonated with me best out of all the examples that existed. So yeah, this is my haphazard ass podcast about me talking about the music. I listened to this album. and I listened to it twice. I listened to it once to try to understand the language and whatnot. There was some random wordplay with English and English curse words, like shit that didn't fit. But again, this is 1998. Just bear with it. But then I listened through it for the second time around, and it's a very cohesive album. I can't deny that. It does work. Nothing seems out of place. It doesn't seem like they just threw a fast tempo song in the wrong spot or anything of the sort. And I respect that a lot. Anything that can create a very well put together album will keep it at the top of your list. I don't have a ranking system just yet. Like, I don't know if I would say this is, a 5-star, 4-star, whatever the case may be, but y'all give me a little bit. Y'all give me a bit. By the time we make it to their last album, I'm going to have my ranking in place. So you'll know if it's something you should go buy. Like, you need a hands-on copy of it because it's that legendary, or if you'll need to download it, or you can just listen to it on YouTube for free. I'm going to have it figured out. But I appreciate you listening to this first one of day one of an album a day. And I will catch y'all tomorrow in the next show. All right, y'all. We got an 11-minute, 47-second recording finished. I want to keep the show no more than 15 minutes. I want to make it where you can binge it. I want this to be podcast anime, where you can just binge through. What I'm concerned about is the differences in volume and audio, but that's rendering right now. So let me look at some of the things that you all were saying, because I didn't see nothing. I was just talking. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Has everything been saved? As someone who's been working with faulty software for the past year, gotta save every 15 seconds. Is the trial the standard version or the intro version? I don't even know yet. I don't know. Oh man, the stuff pre-2005 seems like it's gonna be hard to find stuff for. It is a difficulty. I had a lot of hard time finding the work. Lord, I was 8 years old talking about these cassette tapes. I was born in 98. Yikes. I remember watching his show, Puff Puff. That old school boom bap right there. Yo MTV Raps realness. Very PJ Pants themed and rainbow stripe oversized shirts type of song. Yes, I love that description. Oh my MGS. R&B died when people stopped singing in the rain. That reach is legendary. Whoop, beautiful. Yay. I'm so hyped for this podcast. Thank y'all very much. Oh my God. It was very fun to record it with people being able to watch. And that's the component that I would like to have with the show, if I so do decide to put the podcast on YouTube. It's just the thing is, I'm not going to do any editing or whatnot. I want it just as raw as it would be, as if you heard it. So let's go back. Let's go back and see what we got. You're welcome. All right, let's see. We're going to add this in its entirety. So the entire show, 12 minutes and 17 seconds. All right, let's listen to it. Yes? We're going to do a preview. Or not, because I be getting confused about what I got plugged in and what I don't have plugged in. This is why I need my Bluetooth mic. This would probably not happen as much. All right, here we go. Music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. You're tuned in to an album a day. Let's get into it. Okie dokie. All right. This is day one. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Day one, we're kicking it off at YG Entertainment, which I find very interesting in and of itself because I came into K-pop in 2012 by way of YG Entertainment, but we're not at that number, nor are we at that letter for me to even go down that path.
for the next couple of days, we're looking at One Time. Now, One Time, they spell it with the number one and then a capital TYM. It is pronounced One Time. They are, or was, depending upon how you want to look at it, because technically they went on hiatus in like 2005 ish, but they never full fledged disbanded. So they were slash was slash are a 4-member hip hop group, and 2 of the members get a lot of attention, one of which being Teddy Park, who does a lot of music production for a lot of the artists at YG, and then Danny M, who used to have a TV show on Mnet America when Mnet America was still a thing. So, like I said, they went on hiatus around 2005, 2006. So that was a long chunk of time ago. And we are going to their debut album, which was released November 17th, 1998. Some of y'all listening to this was born in 1998.
Wow.
I was an 8th grader in 1998. So this is a little wild to me. When you go on Wikipedia and you look at like the details concerning this, it says the format was CD and cassette. Like, stop yourself in 2019 or whatever year it may be that you're listening to this. Cassette, some of y'all don't even know the magic of a cassette and having to rewind and hope that it don't unravel while you're trying to get to your jam. Oh, it was a life of its own. One Time for Your Mind was the name of their debut album. And for the Korean charts, it peaked at number 6. It never did go beyond that. In fact, the highest that they ever peaked on the charts was 4, but we'll get to those albums in the next couple of days. And at the time of this particular recording, for sales in Korea, it sold over 232,000 units, but it is most definitely one of their most popular. The thing that I really find entertaining about it is just how dated it is. Like, they got Best Hip Hop Artist for the KMTV Music Awards from this album. They got Rookie of the Year for both Golden Disc Award and for SBS. Anything that they ever got nominated for, they did win awards for. So they were never someone who was a nominee without a win. But even still, with this being in 1998, and it's, you know, the dawn of the era where we're giving everyone a pat on their back for just doing the bare minimum, it's a very dated, very late 90s kind of vibe. Very ironically, Puff Daddy and the Family, if you really want to look at it, they do a lot of shouting out of YG Entertainment as well as YG, the actual CEO of YG Entertainment, throughout the album. There's a lot of simple drum patterns. There's not a very memorable, out of the ordinary memorable song, but we're going to talk about what's on there anyway, because it's not enough for me to just give you these little vague breakdowns of what I'm talking about. Like, who is that really helping? So you got to bear with me. This is the first episode. Do I know what I wanted this to sound like? Of course not. I even have a little small audience of people on live stream watching me do this as I kind of navigate how I want to talk about this album. It seems so much easier in my mind than what we're actually getting as audio, but I am enthused. I am genuinely excited about it. So I'm pulling up on the computer right now while we're waiting for everything to refresh and reload as much as I can about how many tracks were featured on this album so that I can give you the real, because I don't like giving the fake. And they never did release that many albums at all. They had a handful.
Homework.
So, One Time for Your Mind had 9 tracks on it, and if you really want to be technical about it, it's 10, because there's a hidden track. And most people know the songs that have the full-fledged Korean titles because Teddy Park grew up and had an influence of Western culture, American culture. He was able to bring a lot of the English rap to a whole new level on the song. And I think in the late 90s, that's what gave them the extra edge. They weren't Um, they weren't solely confined to just using the word, yo, hey man, as English. There was for real English rapping happening on there with a sprinkling of English on the choruses. So it was really, really cool. The song One Time is fun. It's got a nice little stereotypical late 90s hip hop vibe to it. A lot of very, very, very. Oh, I've heard this before on TV shows or commercials kind of vibe. Like, it's just, gosh, it's really weird to try to talk about it without playing it for you. And I can't play it for you because if I do, then I'm going to have to pay for that. And do you know how limiting that is in a podcast to want to articulate a particular song in a way that goes beyond just some vague ass communication? But I can't give you more than that. I cannot provide you with the opportunity to listen to the song because I have no ownership, no rights whatsoever to the music. So even playing just a snippet of it would be a huge problem, which is all the more reason for you to just find it online and listen to it on your own on YouTube or maybe on iTunes or Google Play. But I will tell you about the song that really stood out for me. They have a song called Naru Gitare, Wait for Me. That's what it translates to in English. Wait for Me. Wait for Me is the last track, well, aside from the bonus track that I mentioned. But it's the last track, and it's got a really good vibe to it. And it makes you anticipatory of them having a comeback. It's just a really, really nice song that I feel like gave everybody in the group an opportunity to shine. And it didn't what's the best visual? You remember when you watching like old stuff and you see all the boy bands on the stage with their super baggy pants and they got all the microphones and they like reaching out to the horizon to whoever is present. And if y'all familiar with Carl Thomas and how we said R&B died the day that they stopped reaching for people, which you can't see him on the videos, Carl Thomas is a meme of him just reaching, sitting in some water, reaching. Well, Wait for Me. Wait for Me would give you the reaching vibes. It would make you feel like somebody need to be sitting in some water or on a hill, a cliff, something, just reaching while they just singing and rapping their little heart out. Would do a real simple dance move.
Country.
It's a good vibe. Country. And I like the song. It really stood out for me a lot when listening to the album. And hopefully when you get a moment to listen to it on your own, when you get to that last track, you'll have that reach out and touch somebody kind of vibe as well. But let's circle back. I know I kind of jumped around a little bit and whatnot. Let's go back to this whole thing where I said Puff Daddy and the Family. I ain't say Diddy. I ain't say Papa Diddy Pop like the video. I said Puff Daddy and the Family. There was a time when you really couldn't have a track at Bad Boy Entertainment without Diddy touching it in some form or fashion. Either he was featured on it, he produced it, or he was in the video standing there with his mouth agape. I hate mouth breathers. It's such a problem. Well,
this is random.
With this, you have Teddy, this I can produce it, I can make the music happen and magic happen moment where Teddy kind of assumes the Puff Daddy and the rest of the group is the family. But then you also have the encompassing fact that they're shouting out YG, like I said, because it's his label and he gave them a chance to shine as artists. So there's this really little interesting 1-2 punch of we got our built-in Diddy, Teddy. The names rhyme, y'all. Bear with me. And then we've got, our label mate who was a backup dancer. Diddy was a backup dancer. And then started a label. YG started a label. And now you are the gateway to my hopes and my dreams coming true. So I just found that really, really interesting. I'm sure there are other examples of it elsewhere, but since we're starting at the top, this is what it resonated with me best out of all the examples that existed. So yeah, this is my haphazard ass podcast about me talking about the music. I listened to this album and I listened to it twice. I listened to it once to try to understand the language and whatnot. There was some random wordplay with English and English curse words, like shit that didn't fit. But again, this is 1998. Just bear with it. But then I listened through it for the second time around, and it's a very cohesive album. I can't deny that. It does work. Nothing seems out of place. It doesn't seem like they just threw a fast tempo song in the wrong spot or anything of the sort. And I respect that a lot. Anything that can create a very well put together album will keep it at the top of your list. I don't have a ranking system just yet. Like, I don't know if I would say this is, a 5-star, 4-star, whatever the case may be, but y'all give me a little bit. Y'all give me a bit. By the time we make it to their last album, I'm going to have my ranking in place. So you'll know if it's something you should go buy. Like, you need a hands-on copy of it because it's that legendary, or if you'll need to download it, or you can just listen to it on YouTube for free. I'm going to have it figured out. But I appreciate you listening to this first one of day one of an album a day. And I will catch y'all tomorrow in the next show.
There we have it. You guys, you just witnessed history. A foreign minority embarking upon the most insane thing one could ever or would ever do. I'm horrified by what I feel like I'm going to be stepping into. Only a mad woman would do this. Only a crazed heifer would do this. So now I gotta name the episode appropriately. This is One Time Day One. Wow, I'm really excited for you. It's so good. Hit me up when you get the DVSK because girl, ranking system idea. Buy it, rest in peace it, burn it. Rip it, burn it. I had buy it, rip it, burn it written down somewhere, which I was talking about last night. And for the life of me, because I'm also over here cleaning, for the life of me, I can't find it. And it's killing me. But you are on the same path of what I was saying. Like, you have to own it. You can rip it, but like nobody really burns albums and stuff anymore. So I have to come up with something that is unique to my show and really gets my point across. But I'm thrilled with what we were able to accomplish collectively in 120 minutes of live stream. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. For me, it would be vinyl, MP3, free stream. Vinyl. Yeah, we were able to accomplish this much. And I still have so many other things I have to do. But I wanted to make sure to share this. Like, this was really important to me to share so you all get an idea of what's going on with the content. Wow. So now we got to activate sponsorships because Lord knows I'm a need it. I'm certainly going to need a means of monetizing this better than just keeping my fingers crossed. Wow. So I have an ad that I'm going to record right now. I have recorded this before for another podcast. Yeah, in fact, I know I have. So I'm going to activate it so I can use that. And I think I still have the audio clip of when I recorded it for another show. Why is it being this way? Oh, because I need to first do what was asked of me. It's like, yeah, we get what you're saying, but it's not working. So let's go down here. We're going to save this episode because my whole heart would break into if it doesn't save. Episode title. This is one time for your mind. Ooh. Wow. When ideas sound great in your head, and then you have to start doing them. On today's episode, we're taking you all the way. No, on this premiere episode. On the premiere episode, woohoo, we're taking you all the way back to the early days of YG Entertainment with hip hop group One Time. And I want to make sure to put their Hangul in there. Like, don't discredit these boys, these men, calling them boys, and they all older than me. I think me and Danny the closest one in age. I think Danny 36 now. Some shit. Let's see. Not really. One Time. He might not even be that old. I think he is 36. I think we're very, very close in age. Okay. And when you get to BTS, I got you. I'm always really inspired by you chasing your dreams and doing what you want to do. Thank you. I mean, I can help with Big Mama and the Grace. You know me and these old school blow out your speaker vocal girl groups, Ashley's Voice. This podcast was to you. This podcast was to you by. This podcast was brought to you by the letters T, Y, and M. Oh, I do voiceover stuff from time to time. Not all the time, but certainly enough for me to have a decent portfolio. I am seriously going in here. Just my computer is like, what are we doing, Ashley? The amount of tabs that you have open. I'm sorry, computer. All right, Danny M. How old are you now? Better known as M. Tabin. Okay, we got a little bit more time between us than that. I'm remembering the 6th because his birthday's May 6th and mine is May 1st. He's 1980. So he's 38 right now. Yep. He graduated high school when I got into middle school. I'm horrified. Wow, Tabin. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put that into the description because I want people to be familiar with the Hangul because that's important for those who can and can't read it. Korean, that's their name. And then we want to give a little bit of a what? Oh, girl, clicking away in all the wrong ways, Now, for those of you who are saying, when you get to this group, I can help you and whatnot. Help by recording an episode in less than 15 minutes, okay? That's what you can do to help because giving your interpretation and understanding of what you're hearing versus what I'm going to say is going to make it a different episode. So it doesn't hurt to feature as a guest so long as you can say what all you need to say in a short amount of time or be able to collect that audio so that it can be incorporated in a video on YouTube because all of these groups will still have a GMPD, which is the most insane shit ever. But which is also why it's so important for me to have Patreons and sponsorship for this type of content and whatnot. I'm okay with Multifacetedacg getting what it earns. I'm not complaining at all. But I'll never be able to monetize this channel. I'll never be able to monetize the Great Moments channel because I'm going to be using so much audio and clips and things of that sort that isn't mine that I'll never be able to see any kind of coin from that. That's why the Patreon patrons are so imperative to me having the quality of editing and whatnot that's going to be on there for that channel to be a platform for me to be able to do things off of YouTube that would compensate me as I talk about something that I really enjoy and am deeply passionate about. So no wonder this shit has not been working. I've been wearing it in the wrong damn ear. No. Have I? No, it's just my ears are little. It doesn't matter no matter what. But yeah, that's why it's so important. I know a lot of people do ask, do you have Patreon? Do you have patrons? And I do, and I know everybody and their mama can't afford to give $1, $2, $5, $10. There's something that is not personally a necessity for them. I get that. I totally do. But this behind the scenes stuff is showing you the valid purpose as to why it's so important. It's really, really important. So, yeah. Well, I'm hungry again because I had a piss poor lunch. So what I'm going to do is hop off of this live stream, the YouTube live stream. I'm going to find myself something to eat, and then I'm going to get on my Instagram shortly and live from there for those who might still be awake. It's just a long day of live streams, but I said I would. So I appreciate everyone's company. Thank you so much for literally being the first batch of people to hear what I'm working on and to hear why it's happening. It's really it's really insane. So thank you very much for the support. When the podcast is publicly available and whatnot, the announcement will be made and you all can share it with others. And I hope you love and enjoy it just as much as I'll love and enjoy it. I'm going to have to record 8 other episodes today. My goal is to record a maximum of 8 episodes every weekend so that I can just schedule them appropriately for them to bounce out a day. Woo! It's a lot. But I'm ambitious, so you know, it is what it is. So thank you for tuning in, y'all. Much love to you, McGualas. Bye, y'all. If I can find a way out.